Death on Zeron. The spaceship began to slow down. It was getting near Zeron. In a few minutes, the humans were awake and back in the control room. They watched the Zeron guard ships on the visual display screen. "Have you put the power shield round the ship?" Garth asked Omega. "We do not need the power shield yet," answered Omega. "We are still far away, but we are approaching quickly. You must prepare yourselves." "Have you recharged the sonic key?" asked Garth. "It is ready," was Omega's reply. "Give me the key," ordered Garth. Omega gave the key to Garth, and he put it in his pocket. His laser gun was fixed in his belt. "The power shield is now around the ship," announced Omega. "You have 7 minutes before I take the ship away from Zeron." The three of them moved into the teleporter. Omega told Garth to stand between Miranda and Zeron. "The control switch for the teleporter is beside your right foot," Omega explained. "When you touch the switch, the three of you will be teleported immediately into the Zeron strongroom." The planet Zeron had now become much larger on the visual display screen. The Zeron guard ships looked strong and dangerous. "Are you ready?" asked Omega. "I am ready," answered Garth, and the two others nodded in agreement. Omega counted out the seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Garth touched the switch with his foot. Immediately, the three of them were standing in the Zeron strongroom. Garth pulled the laser gun from his belt. The strongroom was brightly lit, and it was silent. Garth and Miranda took their positions beside the door which they'd seen on the plan. "You can have the key now," said Garth to Zeron. Zeron crossed the room and took the key from Garth's hand. He hurried to the wall and pointed it at the door of one of the compartments. He held the key firmly and pressed the button. They all stood and waited. Nothing happened. "What's wrong?" asked Garth. "The locks are strong," replied Zeron. "It will take some time. Let me get on with my work. Keep watching the door." Garth pointed his laser gun at the door, but he looked at Zeron. Miranda watched them both. At last, the door of the compartment slid open with a soft noise. The Zeron crystal glowed red in the darkness of the compartment. Zeron picked it up. The heavy red crystal lay in his hand. "Quick, Zeron," Miranda said. "Open another compartment. There isn't much time." Suddenly, the strongroom was filled with noise. "Danger! Danger!" said a voice. It came from the alarm system in the Zeron strongroom. "Invaders have broken into the strongroom. There are thieves in the strongroom. Danger! Danger!" "Give me the crystal, Zeron," said Garth suddenly, and he pointed the laser gun directly at him. Before he could fire the laser, Zeron pointed the sonic key at Garth's hand. He pressed the button. The laser gun jumped out of Garth's hand and fell to the floor. Miranda moved quickly. She took up the gun and pointed it at Garth. "Miranda!" shouted Garth. "What?" But he did not finish speaking. Miranda fired the laser, and Garth fell to the floor. She went and stood beside Zeron. "Open another compartment," she said. Zeron put the crystal in his pocket and turned back to the strongroom wall. His back was towards Miranda. He didn't see her pull the injection gun from her pocket, but as she fired the injection gun, he felt pain in his neck. He turned back sharply. "You tricked me!" he shouted. He took a step towards her. Miranda was frightened. How long would it take before the injection worked? Zeron took another step. Miranda didn't wait. She raised the laser gun and pointed it at Zeron. But the sonic key was still in Zeron's hand. He aimed it at the laser. The laser gun flew from Miranda's hand and dropped on the floor. It lay near Garth's hand. "You tricked me!" Zeron shouted again. He was beginning to feel sleepy. He saw Garth move and pick up the laser. Garth fired the laser gun at Miranda. Omega was watching everything on the visual display screen. There were only 3 seconds left for Omega to make his decision. I can leave Varon in the strong room on Zeron, thought Omega. If I do not bring him back, the Zerons will kill him. He will die on Zeron with Garth and Miranda. Omega looked again at the display screen. Varon lay unconscious on the floor of the strong room. Miranda and Garth were dead. I am free, thought Omega. I can do anything I like. But I must not become like these humans. I can share this spaceship with Varon. The Zeron guards rushed into the strong room. They were firing their laser guns at Garth and Miranda, but the thieves were already dead, and Varon was no longer in the strong room. He was lying unconscious on a bunk in the safety room of the spaceship. Omega touched the controls. The ship moved quickly away from Zeron and flew out into outer space.